Hey yo, I'm back at it again with another video. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. So, I've been meaning to make this video for a while. So, Sunbelt has been trending towards the left more so, and the Rust Belt has been trending towards the right more so. And again, I don't really like the term Rust Belt because it's very derogatory and it has a very negative connotation. It's basically insinuating that this area of the country is better days are behind it. So I'm from the Rust Belt, so I don't like the term, but we're going to use the term because people understand it. So if we look at the elections, the past two elections, so Trump was able to win Wisconsin, was able to win Michigan, and was able to win Pennsylvania. So that was 2016. In 2020, Biden was able to win back those states, plus Georgia and Arizona. So those are the five states that really propelled Biden to the White House. Because Trump was able to win Wisconsin, was able to win Michigan, was able to win Pennsylvania in 2016. Biden was able to win Arizona in 2020, was able to win Georgia. Even other Sunbelt states have trended towards the left in the past couple election cycles. If you remember back to 2008, Virginia went blue for the first time in a long time. Nevada went blue in 2008. Same thing with Colorado. New Mexico. California is always, pretty blue state. And it's been pretty solidly blue ever since the late 80s, early 90s. So Democrats are doing really well in the Sun Belt, and Republicans are doing pretty well in the upper Midwest. Because you add Iowa in there, we even take Iowa out. It's 61 to 61. If Republicans are able to solidify Ohio and pick up these states, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, that gets them to 61 votes in this area of the country with just those four. But Democrats can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states get them to 61. And that's not to mention, North Carolina has been pretty competitive the past couple election cycles. It was decided by less than a percentage point. So North Carolina can go Democrat. It's been Republican ever since the 80s and 90s. But North Carolina is growing. I think North Carolina gained electoral college vote the last reapportionment. Let's talk about Texas. I know there's been a lot of people that have been speculating about a blue Texas for a long time. I don't think it's going to happen in 2024. I mean, it's a very real possibility for 2028. But if you look at the election of 2000, Bush, who was the governor of Texas, won the state like 60 to 35 or something like that. Like he basically won 2-1 essentially. But if you look at the 2020 election between Trump and Biden in the state of Texas, Trump only won the state 52 to 48 or like 53 to 47 or something very, very small like that. So if Texas is able to be won by the Democrats, that's 40 votes. And if you're Republicans, you're trying to figure out ways to make up those 40 votes. So let's clear the map. If Democrats are able to flip Texas, if they're able to, if you're a Republican on the map, and you're looking at the map, where do you make it up? Well, Wisconsin's 10, Michigan is 15, and Pennsylvania is 19. If Texas goes blue, then the only logical strategy for the Republicans to gain ground is to really invest heavily in the Midwest. Because if Texas's 40 goes Democrat, then Republicans have to really lean in to the Midwest up here. You got 40 votes in Texas. Democrats could pick up Georgia, pick up Arizona. These three states, Arizona, Texas, and Georgia, have 67 votes. Republicans can pick up Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania and also get 67 votes. Arizona and Georgia have already gone blue. Texas can go blue. I don't think it's going to happen this cycle. Republicans have won Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania in 2016. Iowa and Ohio are pretty consistently red at this point. But you can really kind of see where America's politics are going. Because if you look in the past couple decades, the way the Democrats have gotten to the White House is by what they referred to as the blue wall. You would win most of the Midwest, you would basically win the Northeast. You'd win a couple battleground states. You add in the states out west, maybe New Mexico, Colorado, Nevada, maybe Virginia, and get you over to the top at 276. That's still a viable strategy for the Democrats. But the Midwest is getting really hard to win. And the demographics in the Sun Belt are shifting more so for the Democrats. And the demographics in the Midwest are shifting more so for the Republicans. So, again, we can have these 67 votes. This isn't entirely unrealistic. This, obviously, a state can swing back and forth. But within the next couple election cycles, this is not entirely unrealistic. It seems unrealistic because we're so used to this not being the case. We're so used to something like that. But this isn't entirely unrealistic. The Republicans have won these 3 states in 2016. Democrats won Arizona and Georgia in 2020. Texas is, whether the Republicans like it or not, Texas is trending towards the left. And the way the Republicans can make up that 40, if they end up losing those 40 votes, the only way that you can make those up is through the Midwest. Because Florida's already pretty much in the Republican column. You only have so many, the Great Plains, it doesn't really have a whole lot of electoral votes. 3, 3, 6, 7, 3, 4. The Ohio River Valley doesn't really have many votes either. Louisiana at 8, Mississippi at 6, 6, 11, 8, 10. The Republicans are doing pretty well in the Midwest, but the demographics in the South and the Sun Belt are really favoring the Democrats. So this is very interesting to see because Rust Belt's going more towards the right. Sun Belt is leaning more towards the left, which is weird to say because we're so used to the opposite of it happening. We're so used to states like Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania being pretty solidly blue states, and we're very used to states like Arizona, Georgia, and Texas being red states. But if you look at this map, this is not far-fetched. This is entirely within the realm of possibility, which is very weird. So just wanted to talk about that. I think I find this topic interesting, so hopefully you find this topic interesting. And I'll sign off. I'll see you on the next video. Deuces.